Hey guys, I'm Nixinova and welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 22W11A. This is the first snapshot of 1.19, the wild update. Well, the first non-experimental snapshot, that is. So, the first feature we're going to be looking at is the new frogs. Here are the frogs. It's biome dependent, so we are in a desert, so we're getting the white desert frog. So if we go to a forest here, you can see we have the second type of frog, which is this brown color. If we come to a snowy biome, not that there's any nearby. Variant 2 is the snowy variant. Let's spawn a couple. So this is the snowy variant, go away slime. Snowy variant, desert variant, and normal variant. So as you can see, there are a lot of frogs on the ground here. If we spawn a couple slimes, they won't attack the big or the medium slimes. Let's get some small slimes. And you can see, yes, they are eating all of the slimes, giving you a lot of slime balls. And if you pick up these slime balls, you can see the frogs will like you, follow you around if you're holding the snowballs. Let's collect these ones. You can see they enter love mode, and once they get themselves pregnant, they will find the nearest water source. Once they are pregnant, they will come to the water, and as you can see right there, they will lay their eggs. And now we have some frog spawn right here, so we can place some more of it. In survival mode, you cannot get the frog block. If you break it even with silk touch, you get nothing. So these blocks cannot be placed by hand. You have to wait for a frog to actually come and place the frog spawn. Once these frog spawn hatch, you will get some tadpoles. Now the cool thing about tadpoles is if you get yourself a bucket and you go over to a tadpole, click, we now have a bucket of tadpole. Look at it. Every aquatic mob seems to have a bucket form now, and you can go place your tadpole wherever you want. Tadpole holes here and there. Any axolotls nearby will come and try to eat all of the tadpoles. So if we go down here, you can see they're chasing the tadpoles, and they're killing them all. So don't let your axolotls get near your frogs, because they will eat all the tadpoles. So frogs will eat slimes to get slime balls to breed them with, but they will also eat magma cubes. And if they eat a magma cube, which is, come on, eat the magma cube. The frogs will eat the magma cubes, and you will get this ochre froglite block. Now the different types of frog will drop the different types of froglite when they eat the magma slime. The type of frog that eats the magma slimes, so we've got all three variants coming over here, and as you can see, they're dropping these blocks. So you can see they're dropping these froglite blocks. Pearlescent froglite is dropped by Desert 1, the normal variant that is going to be eating these ones, and you get the ochre froglite. Gonna be the green one, and yep, from the green frog, the cold variant, we get the verdant froglite. So these are the three type of froglite blocks you can get from the frogs. And if we go, let's go in a dark place. So now it's quite dark in here. We have the froglite blocks, which you can use as, normal lighting. Looks very good. You can see there's three different colors, which will fit into most of your builds. Next up, we have a feature of the wild update that lots of people have been looking forward to. It's the mangrove tree. It's a new type of wood, along with planks and all the wood variant blocks. And you also get a new leaf type. So this is just a tree I've made. The actual mangrove swamp biome will not be added until a future snapshot. But this is kind of like what you're going to get. At the bottom here, you have these mangrove roots, which can become muddy when they are encased in mud. I assume these will spawn naturally muddy in the mangrove biome when it comes out. If we get a crafting table, you can get the mangrove logs from the tree and craft them into the mangrove planks, which you can craft into all of, the stair and slab variants. Let's make some slabs to put on top of this. Here we go. You can get the slabs. You can get the fences. Here we go. Here's some mangrove fences. This is quite a cool color, like a reddish, but not as pink as acacia. We have the mud block, which is going to make up the dirt layer of the mangrove swamp. So as you can see here, I've placed a bunch of mud next to this mangrove, and you can create mud by going to some dirt and just giving it some water. If you water your dirt, you will create a lot of mud. You can see when I walk over the mud, I drop down ever so slightly. Right now I am at 62.875. On a normal block I'm at 63.0. So you drop down about what is that, 1/8 of a block. And now if you mine this mud, it can just be mined by hand. Once you've collected all your mud from wherever, you can go to a crafting table, put it in there with some wheat, and you get yourself some packed mud. That's quite a nice sound when it's placed. And if we get our packed mud and go to the crafting table, you can see we can make mud bricks by putting the packed mud in a 2x2. And you can create another really nice block. That's a really good texture there. And from this mud bricks, you can create obviously the stairs and the slabs. And we can go place these over by our great build here. And you can see this great texture here. This looks very good. Around your mangrove trees, on the mud around it, you might find these mangrove propagules. Can be bone mealed into trees. So these basically act like saplings, come on. And they grow into some oak trees. I assume this is currently a placeholder and you will be able to create mangrove trees from them, but right now, you just get oak. So here I am in the new deep dark biome, which is now in the snapshot. It encloses the entire cave. All of this is the skulk block. Now the skulk block can be mined with a hoe, and it gives you XP. So these are just entire caves full of XP blocks. If you give yourself an efficiency hoe, you can just plow through all of this, getting a lot of XP real quickly. In the deep dark biome, you can find these skulk sensors, which detect your movement, and they send a signal to the skulk shrieker. See my other videos in the information card for more on skulk. In the deep dark, it is currently not added yet, but the skulk shrieker, when it receives too many signals from the skulk sensors, will give a yell and summon the warden. The warden is the only mob that will be able to be spawned in the deep dark. If you have some mobs in the deep dark cave and you have a bunch of these skulk nearby, if you kill a mob, it will spread the skulk around. So each mob that dies spreads more skulk along the ground. So this is very good for instance, mob farms. You just place one of these skulk catalysts. The mob must die near one of these skulk catalysts for this to happen. You place a skulk catalyst at the bottom of your mob farm, and then you've now got a mob farm and an XP farm. So if there's no skulk catalyst nearby, you won't get the skulk that spreads. So if we put some skulk here, but not a skulk catalyst, if we have a zombie, you will die. It won't spread any, but if we go grab a skulk catalyst and put it nearby, and then a mob dies near the skulk catalyst, it will turn nearby stone blocks and other blocks into this skulk, and also the skulk vein, which can be placed on all surfaces of a block, and is another thing that will look like diamonds when you're in a cave, so... In technical news for the snapshot, the resource pack format is now 9, and the data pack format is now 10, an increase of 1 from before. So all resource packs and data packs will now give you a warning that they are outdated and must be updated. There has also been added 3D biome blending. As you can see in the overworld, when you have biomes that join horizontally, there's not just a flat wall between them, they kind of, as you can see right here, the biomes kind of blend into one another. This will now happen vertically as well. World presets in super flat can also now be controlled by data packs. So that is it for Snapshot 22W11A. If you liked this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, till next time, bye! Right here. You can do it right here. Come on. You can do it. Come on. So as you can see, I'm placing down, okay, too big. If you place down a small, not a big, if you place down a small magma slime, this is all powdered snow, eh?